This is Coach G coming from AL against All Out Sports. How you guys out there doing today? If you tune into my channel today, don't miss this. I'm getting into some topics that got to do with the Golden State Warriors playing against the Pelicans, and I want to hear what your thoughts is on how the Pelicans can be able to get back in this series, and how can they shut down the Golden State Warriors from reaching what they're trying to reach, the goals of getting back to the semifinals. But the thing is of how the way they're playing right now, I don't like the way the Pelicans are playing on defense. I picked them earlier to get back to the championship, and what I see right now, they're not doing the things that I thought. The coach is not making adjustments that he needs to make. You know, the Golden State Warriors are after them. They need to try to change things that they're doing. They're going to continue to play this way. They won't last long in this series. I want to know what I think that they need to do is basically, I think they need to stick Davis on Durant, to give Davis something that he ain't never seen before, a long man, a long tall guy that can stick with. Davis is a special type of player, athletic type of center that continues to play all kinds of positions on the floor. But he can really help them out by playing on top of the key, on the top of those screens, and allowing somebody else to play center and allowing him to be a defender on the top of the wing. That's not helping. That's why they're having the problems and the issue that they have. You cannot continue to play this type of way and think that you're going to win the championship. It's no way impossible. But I like what I see out of 23 still. He's continued to hustle and continue to play. It's up to the coach and the coaching staff to change and make adjustments, which the series has not begun yet until someone wins on someone else's floor. They have to go home and win the last 2 games. But if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to have to try to change their defensive strategy, get more physical with the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are playing the way they want to play, and they continue to play. They got to play a lot more faster, a lot more smarter on defense, physically take out Klay Thompson and take out Durant. But the only way you can take Durant out of what he likes to do is you got to basically use Davis to interrupt a lot of stuff. He's not interrupting anything by sitting down on the bottom of the key. He needs to be top of the key, because most of the things that they're doing on offense is on top of the key. And they're not a penetrating type of team. They like to shoot threes. It's not nothing simple. They're nothing easy to basically to look at. They like to run up and down the court, which if they like to do that a lot, you need to bring Rondo to bring some pressure up on that to stop some of that running up and down the court. You also need to have your defenders automatically get back. You got to play a psychological game. You also got to basically use different methods on how to stop them. The only way you can stop them is by being more physical and getting at them in another way. You cannot continue to play this type of way with them. They're going to run them out the building. That's why they're doing what they're doing. You know, hot dog. I call it hot dog. You know, they got the mustard on the hot dog. But they right now, they ain't doing that. They gotta do those things. If they can do that, they can get in the series. I can guarantee that. But if they don't do that, they're gonna go home in a hurry. So I'm saying is to what you think. What I think they need to do is they need to try to shore up that defense. Allow Davis to move around, not only to keep him on the bottom of the key, move a special player like that around, move him around the court. Do things that the Golden State Warriors would be wondering what the hell they're doing. They're not doing it. Use Rondo, use Holiday. They're athletic guys, defensive players. But if you don't use them the proper way on the court, then the Golden State Warriors are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to continue to score 130-something points. Like I said earlier, strategically differently. You got to basically use different type of rotations on defense against these guys to take them out their game. If they can do that in this series, they can get back. But like I said, it's a long series. Like I said before, I think that they can still beat them. But if they don't win Game 3, it's over. It's no more. It's no more. The eggs are cooling, butter getting hard, the jelly's jiggling. Simple as that. So if you got any thoughts or anything you want to leave behind, anything and you want to say anything, I appreciate it if you leave your thoughts and leave your subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it, and leave your likes. Thank you.